Check it out. Why are you guys letting outside events control you guys? One of the main things that a lot of people are struggling with is, having other people control and dictate your day. Put you in a bad mood, walking around with bad energy. A lot of my clients, I gotta make sure that they check themselves before they end up in a wreck by how they conduct themselves. And all because they're listening to other people, or they let other people influence them or let them get to them. You can't control what's going outside of you. Like, that's the main thing that people don't understand, and that's getting them in a wreck. Letting outside events control them, letting people, dictate your day by either they're pissing you off, they cut you off. A lot of us, fuck, man, we let our anger fucking run us, our emotions run us. And that's one of the things that, I had to learn how to fucking buckle down and think before I react. Because we're very reactive. We're not proactive in sitting and looking at that situation, in a different point of view, which a lot of times it's not even, worth it. It's not gonna have a outcome that you would want. You're asking for something that you might not like what you get. Whether you get in trouble, whether you bring that bad energy to your house, and now the whole family is fucking suffering from you letting your emotions run you, or letting other people, control you and ruin your day. You got to shut that window. It's going to take practice. It's going to fucking take, discipline to always, tell yourself, hey, you know what? Not even worth it. I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm not going to let that ruin my day. You dictate your day. You control your day of how you want it to be, not other people. One of the greatest lessons that I learned is, not letting, what's going around us fucking program us. Because a lot of people are being programmed by, individuals that want no good for you, that they're just instigators, they're manipulators. They go around just, they're miserable, so they want to, put that energy on you. And a lot of us, we fall for it. Why? Because, our ego, our pride, our right away, our defense, gets into action mode. We don't want to let nothing slide. We don't want to let nothing go. And that's why a lot of people end up fucking caught up. That's why a lot of people end up, losing it. And then they don't like the outcome. Throughout my life that I grew up, man, that's what got me in trouble. My temper, my anger, that rage that I had. I always wanted to get my get backs, and it always ended up bad. There's not a situation where, you end up winning. You're either going to feel like shit for fucking beating somebody down, or you're either going to just suffer the consequences that, are going to get thrown at you for, you acting out of character, or you acting out of control. That's what I have to keep reminding my clients, my team members that are going through that are struggling, that are trying to do better. You're gonna be tested. They're gonna put you to, through a test. Whether it's gonna be your own family members, talking shit, whether it's gonna be, people that you don't even know, and those are the worst ones, because I don't know. Why is it that we always got to seek validation from somebody that we don't even know, we're not even going to see again, we don't even care about? How dumb is that we let our emotions fucking like trigger us and run us to the ground? Your feelings, get in the way. You feel a type of way, and it stems from not having self-control, self-discipline, mastery of self. Not able to diffuse the situation, control the situation. But all that takes thinking. Nobody wants to think right away. We're reactive. We want to act in the moment, because that's how we were programmed. That's how we were raised. That's how we were, brought up to be. Not let nothing slide. Don't let nobody tell you, anything, and just be okay with it. But I'm here to tell you that, that gets you nowhere. As you get older, damn, man, you got to fucking grow up and realize what you're doing. You gotta fucking understand that, man. You know, that shit is like, it's played out. It has no good ending to it. You know, you end up miserable. You end up uh, regretting and shit. A lot of people, a lot of my boys that end up fucking just washed up. You know, they end up, you know, throwing their lives away because they're just, emotions ran them. Their feelings ran them through the ground. They couldn't hold themselves, so they had to react on it. And then the consequences were like they got told on. You know that, you know, the other, you know, individual felt threatened. Now, you know, you're in trouble. Now they're looking for you. I've been through all that shit. I seen all that shit, how this shit works, you know. 9 out of 10, a lot of people ain't gonna fucking go heads up. 9 out of 10, you know, people are just gonna call the cops on you, or they're gonna fucking want to fucking point the finger on you, even though they inflicted that, they started that situation, and fuck you end up losing. Nobody wins. So it's having self-control. You know, I got off the phone call yesterday with one of my team members that was struggling with that anger issues. You know, carrying that energy all over the place, days after days, still thinking about that situation. Not practicing, not knowing that we have tools to combat that, to negate that. But that shit's so fucking so powerful that he like forgets about everything that we have. We forgets about all the steps that we gotta take so you could be under control and understand that, you know what, you're letting that shit get to you. Be aware of what the fuck you're doing. Be aware of what you're doing to your family, of what you're doing to the people around you when they see you with that negative energy, with that fucking bad mood because somebody else put you there and you can't kick it off. You can't control it. A lot of us, man, we just let outside events control us, and that right there is like, you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna have a lot of problems. You know, we're raised in ignorance. So the thing is that, you know, if you don't practice, if you don't start, you know, really listening to your conscience and thinking before you act, you're gonna, you know, you're not gonna like the outcome, because eventually it's gonna catch up. You know, whether it's family problems, whether it's spouse problems, whether it's, you know, your children not wanting to talk to you no more because, you know, you're always with the fucking attitude because of somebody else. Check that. You guys got to check yourself. You know, it takes work. You know, we're working on it. Everybody is. There's nobody that's at peace all the time. Everybody gets triggered. But how long are you going to last before you shut that window down? Think about it. Let's go.